Okay, Ed.
Josh, on that question, Ron raises a good point about the leaks in the grand jury. The administration has spoken out on them. The administration also has a long track record over the many months about complaining about leaks involving national security. We've seen threats to reporters like James Rosen to potentially be thrown in jail over leaks to him. James Rosen's phone records gone through because of leaks to him. And my question, going back to the Israel story, is why then are you kind of sloughing off this idea that you kind of don't care who leaked that story that insulted the Prime Minister of Israel? You've gone after reporters again and again, this administration, to find out who leaked information to them. And then when it comes to insulting the Prime Minister, you don't seem to care who leaked it.
Well, and I don't think that is an accurate reflection of the administration's policy, and it certainly isn't an accurate reflection of our views of the Prime Minister of Israel.
Has the Justice Department gone after a whole series of reporters?
No, they haven't. And in fact, they've actually put in place measures under the leadership of the Attorney General to ensure that journalists in this country are able to do their jobs, and that the Attorney General has made a pretty clear statement about what I think we would all agree is a pretty common sense principle,
so James
which is
now
that,
in the clear.
Well, let me just restate the principle, which is that we've made really clear, and the Attorney General has made clear, what I think is a pretty common sense principle, which is that journalists should not face jail time for just doing their jobs. So I guess the point is, my view, maybe I'm just even speaking about my own personal view here, my view about the most effective way for us to deal with a situation like the one Darlene first raised is to make sure that all of you and that your readers and viewers understand precisely what this administration's policy is when it comes to Israel and the leadership of Prime Minister Netanyahu. And the fact of the matter is, the United States continues to have, to this day, an unbreakable commitment to the security of the nation of Israel. That's why you see the ongoing close coordination when it comes to matters related to Israel's security. And that's one reason that the President's National Security Advisor, Susan Rice, is hosting a high-level Israeli delegation to talk about these matters. These are discussions that are convened every 6 months, and they just happen to be starting up tomorrow.
Last one on this, not to belabor it, but I'm trying to make the point that as a reporter, I certainly don't believe in leak investigations, but for you to suggest that this administration has not launched more leak investigations to get at information, who leaked what, gone after reporters, and now, in this case, it doesn't seem to matter.
Well, it seems like you're in a position where you're advocating a leak investigation be conducted here.
I'm curious as to why you don't want to know who leaked this.
I think the fact of the matter is, Ed, what I'm mostly concerned about is two things. One is making sure that everybody understands the administration's commitment to a principle about legitimate journalism, and this administration's commitment to the ongoing security relationship that exists between the United States and Israel. From this vantage point, that is the most that I can do, but I think that's a really important thing. It's important for the people of Israel. It certainly is important for Prime Minister Netanyahu, although I don't think he has any ambiguity about this situation. He's somebody who speaks to the President on a regular basis, as recently as earlier this month in the Oval Office.